Good evening and namaste. Welcome to my astrology educational channel Akool Saral Jyotish Astrology Simplified. Today I have come up with a very interesting and much sought after astrological topic about the astrological yoga that takes somebody to the business and takes somebody to the high ranking job and takes somebody to average ranking job. What is the difference? What are those astrological yogas? What should be the condition in the horoscope that takes you to a successful business, to a high ranking job where you can take independent decision, and an average job? That astrological yoga I am going to discuss today. The session is going to be extremely useful for everybody because people are often interested in knowing if they will be successful in business or in a job or in a service. People keep on asking whether they will be successful in the business, whether they will be successful in this job or service. That thing I am going to discuss today. So please remain attached to the video until the end. Please watch the full video so that you can understand the astrological yoga that will take you to the business or will take you to a service, means job. Vedic astrology has answers for the same. So please watch the video in full length. Before we start discussing the astrological parameters about the yoga that will take you to the business or to the service, let us understand the basic difference between a business and a job. Then it will be easy for us to differentiate and to apply the astrological yoga in our horoscopes. The difference between a business and a job are mainly the following. I have jotted down for you and you can go through them. I have jotted down the yoga also, astrological combinations that will take you to the business, successful business, to successful job or an average job. So please remain attached to the video until the end so that you can understand it fully. In business, you can make independent decisions. Independent decisions you can make about running your business. This leeway is also available to some extent in the senior level jobs. This leeway because the officers of the level of secretaries, CEO, chief executive officer of a company or a very senior level manager, they are able to take independent decisions. Though they are in service, but they are in high ranking service, so they can take independent decision. Similar is the case with the business. In your business, nobody is going to interfere with you. You will take your decision to run your business. Next difference between job and business: risk is unlimited in business, and you need to be courageous in taking risks in your business because capital is involved in your business. So you must be a bit courageous. What is the house which signifies courage? It is the third house. And Mars. I will discuss everything, don't worry. In service, the risk is limited and you need not to be so courageous since no investment is required. In business, the income is fluctuating. You may have profit today, loss tomorrow. Whereas in service, the income is almost fixed and stable. Isn't it? You get your fixed salary. It is fixed and stable. There is a stability. But business, the income may not be stable. It may be fluctuating. Heavy profit, then loss. Huge profit, then loss. This type of cycle. Rotational cycle. Sorry. There are also planetary phases when people shift from the service to the business and vice versa, means from the service to the business. These are all vital points. Unless we segregate the vital points, you would not able to apply the astrological parameters and you will not understand also whatever I will be explaining. So this differentiation was essential at the beginning. Now let us discuss the astrological parameters that lead you either to a business or a high-ranking job. Business and high-ranking job are almost same because people are in business and high-ranking job can take independent decisions. Or an average type of job in the Dashamsha. Now let us discuss the astrological parameters that lead you either to a business or a high-ranking job or an average type of job in the Dashamsha. Detail the divisional chart specific to professional matters. That is specific to professional matters. Will be somebody was disturbing by calling. Now let us discuss the astrological parameters that lead you either to a business or a high-ranking job or an average type of job in the Dashamsha, the divisional chart specific to professional matters. We will be discussing the Dashamsha. Stated way. In Dashamsha, detail a strong Saturn influencing the Dashamsha. Please try to remember. A strong in Dashamsha, detail a strong Saturn influencing the Dashamsha Lagna or Lagna Lord or the 10th house or the 10th Lord of the Dashamsha will take you either to business or to a high-ranking job. In the absence of this, a person will lead to an average service oblique job. Average type of service where you will not able to take independent decision. You will be working under somebody. But in case of business, you are able to take independent decision. In a high-ranking job, you are able to take your independent decision. So, a strong Saturn is vital for profession. In yesterday's video also, I have discussed about the importance of Saturn in the professional matter. If you have not seen this video, please watch that video also. You will get the vital and pivotal role of Saturn in profession. So we will be discussing only the things only on Dashamsha. In Dashamsha, in the case of business or high-ranking jobs, 4 Poorna Param-Atma planets. Poorna Param-Atma planets. Who are those Poorna Param-Atma planets? The Sun, the Moon, Mars and Rahu. Any two need to be either from the 10th house to the 3rd house. From the 10th house to the 3rd house, a total of 6 houses, or from 7th house to the 7th house to the 12th house, a total of 6 houses. It is the yoga I am now discussing. It is the yoga, astrological yoga I am discussing. Means Sun, the Moon, Mars and Rahu, they are called Poorna Param-Atma planets. Got my point? And they must be either from the 10th house to the 10th house to the 3rd house. Any two from the 10th house to the 3rd house of your Dashamsha, or from the 7th house to the 12th house of your Dashamsha. Best position either Sun, the Moon, Mars or Rahu influencing your Dashamsha Lagna or the 10th house. It is the best position for going to business or to get a top ranking government job. Means starting with a top ranking government job. So I will show everything in the horoscope also. In Dashamsha, everything in Dashamsha, detail. In Dashamsha, the 3rd house or 3rd lord of courage needs to be strong and connected either to the 9th house or the 10th house of Dashamsha. In the absence of these, a person will not be courageous in taking risks and will opt for service oblique jobs, because you need to be courageous while in business, because your principal amount, whatever money you have, it is engaged in the, you have to engage in the business. You have to deploy whatever money you have at your disposal in the case of business, and that needs a high risk. You should be risk-taking person of your capital. Moreover, people also take loans from various institutions for investment in the business. That much of courage you need to have to run a business. Otherwise, you would not able to run the business. If you are a risk-averse person, the best place is a job or a service. And if you are a risk-taking person, then the best place is for business. If you have a yoga for success in the business. So, I shall be discussing everything on the horoscope. Let us now apply the above astrological parameters in the Dashamsha horoscope of Bill Gates and Srimati Indira Gandhi. Bill Gates is a successful business person, co-founder of Microsoft. Srimati Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India for 3 terms. I have taken 2 horoscopes and I will be applying the yogas, means planetary combinations, in their horoscope to show the root cause of their success, where the cause of their success is lying in the Dashamsha. So, please subscribe to the channel by pressing the bell icon as a token of your love and affection for me. So, let me now display the horoscope. It is the horoscope of Dashamsha horoscope. Never confused, I am not bringing the bar chart. It is the Dashamsha horoscope of multi-billionaire businessman Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft. Actually, he is the co-founder. Still, he is the founder. Co-founder, founder, everything is same. He started Microsoft with another person, but he is the one of the 10 top businessmen of the world, one of the top richest businessmen in the world. So I have taken his horoscope for considering the astrological parameters. See, the Lagna of his Dashamsha is Capricorn. Please look at my cursor. The Lagna of his Dashamsha is Capricorn. Who is there? Sun. Who is Sun? The Poorna Param-Atma planet. The Poorna Param-Atma planet. I have already taken the name of 4 planets: the Sun, the Moon, the Mars, and Rahu. They take you to a successful business. Your inclination will come to the business, and see, the Sun is in the Dashamsha Lagna, which gives inclination, and Sun is there, means inclination towards business is there. The mind, the mental setup is like, the mental setup has been framed by the Divine Almighty. The mental setup has been framed by the Divine Almighty as such, so that he is inclined to business. If you offer him a job, he is not going to accept it, because Sun is there in the Dashamsha Lagna, and it is inclination for a particular domain of profession, business or job. Bill Gates will not going to join any job. He will be doing his business only, because in his Dashamsha Lagna, there is Sun, a Poorna Param-Atma planet. Saturn is most pivotal in professional matter, because Saturn is the Karaka of karma. Karma means profession. Karma. So Saturn is in, where he is? He is in Cancer, accepted by Sun. Who is Sun? The Poorna Param-Atma planet. Where he is he? He is in the Dashamsha Lagna. So Saturn is strong. Now let us see his 3rd house, whether he has courage to take risks in business. It is the 3rd house. 3rd house is Rahu and Moon. Rahu always multiplies. Wherever Rahu is placed, it multiplies the significations. Whenever it is not afflicted, Rahu is not afflicted, it is with Moon, it will give him positive courage, calculated risk-taking ability. Calculative risk-taking ability. He will be calculative in taking his risks. And aspected by Jupiter. Who is Jupiter? Jupiter is the 3rd lord. When Cancer is the Lagna, Jupiter is the 3rd lord of courage. He has been aspecting the 3rd house. How strong is the 3rd house of courage in the Dashamsha, the chart for profession? Means he will take calculated risks in his business wisely. What it signifies? He will take calculated risks in his business wisely. Jupiter, the planet of wisdom, isn't it? So he has taken wise decision in his business, calculated risks Risks you have to take in business. Without risks, you cannot be a successful businessman. You have to take risks. Risks is integral part of business because you have to risk your capital. So you must be so. And it is there in his horoscope. He will take risks. A service holder will not going to take risks. So the third parameter, let us apply about Poorna, Param-Atma planets. Who are the Poorna, Param-Atma planets? One is there in the Lagna, that is Sun. Let us now apply Poorna, Param-Atma planets, their disposition in the Dashamsha horoscope of Bill Gates. What is the 10th house? When Capricorn is the Lagna, the 10th house is Libra. Start counting from Libra. There is one Poorna, Param-Atma planet. Mars is there. Poorna, Param-Atma planet. Mars. Two Poorna, Param-Atma planets are connected to his one with his Lagna, and second one is with his 10th house, that is Mars. So he will definitely go to a successful business. These two planets give him success in the business because they are the Poorna, Param-Atma planets. Now start counting how many planets are there. Poorna, Param-Atma planets from the 10th house to the 3rd house. See, Mars is in the 10th house. Then Sun is in the Lagna. Then Rahu and Moon is in the 10th house. 4 Poorna, Param-Atma planets from 10th house to the 3rd house. Our parameter is fully fulfilled, is completely fulfilled. Our parameters, astrological parameters, have been completely fulfilled. 4 Poorna, Param-Atma planets as against 2 required in his horoscope, in his Dashamsha from 10th house to 3rd house. Now let us see how many Poorna, Param-Atma planets are there from the 7th house to the 12th house. Saturn is not a Poorna, Param-Atma planet. Ketu, Jupiter are not Poorna, Param-Atma planet. Mars is Poorna, Param-Atma planet. There is only one. That is Mars. Mercury is also not Poorna, Param-Atma planet. From 7th house to the 10th house, there is only one planet. From 7th house to the 12th house, there is only one planet, that is Mars, the Poorna, Param-Atma planet. But from the 10th house to the 3rd house, there are 4 Poorna, Param-Atma planets as against 2 required. As against only 2 required. So he is the most successful business person in the world and the richest person also. Who doesn't know Microsoft? You can say even modern civilization is depend on Microsoft, because you cannot move without a computer anywhere, without software. Software has become the integral part of our life. He is the founder of software. You see? So he has gone to a successful business, an entrepreneurs, a self-employed. Who are businessmen? They are self-employed. I think my loved viewers have understood whatever I have explained by now. So let me bring the second horoscope also. The second horoscope is of Dashamsha horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Detail. She was not a business person. She was in a high post. She was prime minister. She was in a high post. So the parameter applied to the horoscope of a businessman will not be the same in the case of a person holding high post. So let us discuss. It will not be the same. Lagna of the Dashamsha is Sagittarius, aspected by Jupiter, who is not a Poorna Param-Atma planet. 10th house is Virgo. When Sagittarius is the Lagna, 10th house is Virga. It is occupied by Ketu, who is also not a Poorna Param-Atma planet. But you see, Saturn is exalted. Saturn, without Saturn, you cannot stand in your profession. Forget about anything. Without the blessing of Saturn, as I discussed in my yesterday's video, please watch that video. Without Saturn, you cannot stand in your profession. Saturn is the backbone of your profession. And see, Saturn is exalted with Moon. Who is Moon? A natural benefic, aspected by Jupiter. Who is Jupiter? A natural benefic. How far Saturn is strong? So she was the prime minister. Now let us examine the disposition of Poorna Param-Atma planets. 4 Poorna Param-Atma planets in our horoscope. From 10th house to the 3rd house. How many Poorna Param-Atma planets are there? There is one Moon. Then there is one more Mars up to 3rd house. 2nd house there is Mars. In the 10th house there is Moon. 2 Poorna Param-Atma planets. So she was able to take her independent decision. She was prime minister. She was calling the shot. She was taking the independent decision. Who can take independent decision more than a prime minister? She was prime minister and she was capable of taking independent decision. So it is there in case of a high ranking person. And let us now see from the planetary disposition from the 7th house to the 12th house, how many Poorna Param-Atma planets are there. 7th house is Gemini. Venus is not a Poorna Param-Atma planet. Jupiter is not a Poorna Param-Atma planet. Sun is a Poorna Param-Atma planet. Ketu is not a Poorna Param-Atma planet. Moon is a Poorna Param-Atma planet. Saturn is not a Poorna Param-Atma planet. Mercury is not a Poorna Param-Atma planet. As such, there are 2 Poorna Param-Atma planets, Sun and Moon, from the 7th house to the 10th house. So she was such a high-ranking person, like prime minister. But she was not in the business like Bill Gates. This is the difference. She was capable of taking independent decision, as Bill Gates used to take about his companies. Independent decision in small government job or in any small average. It is not small, average level job. You will not able to take independent decision. And if these yogas are not available in your horoscope, you are not destined for a high-ranking job or for a successful business. So, I have tried to explain to the best of my ability about the astrological yoga that make a person successful in the business or take a person to a high ranking job so that you can take independent decision in job. Or I have skipped one point. I have to discuss about the third house, about her professional courage, how much courage she is able to take. The third house is Aquarius. Third house is Aquarius. Any planet? Yes, Sun is aspecting third house. So she was courageous, not that kind of courageous like that of Bill Gates in the professional matter. I am not taking about anything. She was taking decision, independent decision, but she was not taking risks. Means personal risks. In case of business, you have to take personal risks. But in case of service, high ranking service, you are not taking any personal risks. You are not taking any personal risks. Your salary is fixed. But in case of business, your salary is not fixed. You have to take personal risks. You have to deploy your money. So this was the yoga. Now I am recapping about the yoga. What are those yoga? Number one, the Saturn must be very strong in your Dashamsha chart to make you successful in the profession. Number two, third house need to be strong for making a person taking risks in his profession. Risks in the profession. Number three, four Poorna Param-Atma planets. They are the Sun, Moon, Mars and Rahu. They should influence either your Dashamsha Lagna or your Dashamsha 10th house. Dashamsha Lagna or Dashamsha 10th house, or they should two or more Poorna Param-Atma planets should be from the 10th house to the 3rd house. Any two Poorna Param-Atma planets, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, must be from the 10th house to the 3rd house, or from the 7th house to the 12th house. These were the parameters I have discussed today. So please remember, while predicting whether a person will go to the business, whether a person will go to a high ranking job, whether a person will have to be satisfied with an average job. That differentiation you can bring by applying this yoga. So it was very important. You have learned something new from me today. So if you have learned something new from me, and if you think it appropriate to like the video, please give like to the video and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel by pressing the bell icon as a token of your love and affection for me, so that the channel can grow and I am able to bring such kind of unique content in future, in the coming days. Because whatever content I discuss, all are unique by nature. I am not discussing any average thing. I am discussing something uncommon and most useful content. So please give a like to the video if you have liked the video, and please subscribe to the channel by pressing the bell icon. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for your time.